Welcome to my channel, Senior Sue Cacti and Succulents. Today I am going to be planting some cacti into the ground in my front yard. Also doing a few garden chores and rearranging of some things on my backyard patio. And it's time to get this one finally planted into the ground. This plant is the Polaskia Chichipe, and all I need to do now is figure out where I'm going to plant it. And it does need full sun. So I'm going into the front yard. This is kind of a mess right now because we have leaves all over, and one of my mangaves bloomed out that was in that large pot. But I think what I'm going to do is plant it right about here. Yeah, I think it'll do okay there. It can reach a height of 16.5 feet, but it is a slow grower, so that's where it's going today. All right, this looks good right here. And I have a little bit of starter fertilizer that I'm going to put in the hole. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna loosen this up just a little. Good. All right. And it looks like I don't need my tongs. Oh, forgot to put the starter fertilizer in. I have just a little bit left in this bag. And I'm not going to amend the soil at all here. I think it'll be fine. And I will water it in a little bit this evening once the temperatures cool down, although it's not that hot out right now. It's about 78. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit of a mulch back around. And the leaves. Okay. All right. It's in. Okay, I think this cacti will do well here. It faces south, so this is actually the perfect spot, and it gets a little bit of shade from the camphor tree that's right behind me, which is the culprit for all the leaves in here. That's the one thing I don't like about this camphor tree. Way too many leaves that drop. And it holds its leaves all year, but it drops the leaves mostly in March or April. All right, my next chore is to put some taller stakes in these pots that has my bougainvillea. This is the Barbara Karst variety. And the stakes, bamboo stakes that are in there right now came with the plant, you know, when it was in the plastic pot, and they're only about 2.5 feet. So I bought some that were 48 inches tall, so I think that should work out a lot better, and then I can train the bougainvillea to kind of wrap around the bamboo stakes. Both plants are now staked up, and my plan is to keep their size under control and no bigger than the height of the stakes. It's time to do a little rearranging. These plants over here are getting fried. This is a planter full of aeonium lily pads, and they have given me a lot of offsets. My plan is to move this entire shelf because this area gets way too much sun and heat during the summertime. So I'm measuring it to see if it will fit over by my sliding glass door where I have a small green shelf at the moment. Now I'm measuring this area to see if the yellow shelf will fit here. Now it will stick out a little bit, but we will see how it looks. I'm going to sweep the area a little bit before I move the yellow shelf into place. The yellow shelf is in place, and I do not like it at all. It is on to plan B. All right, I think I'll try the blue shelf there. Time to unload this shelf, plus it gives me a chance to inspect the health of all of my cacti. Oh yeah, whole lot better. Now it's time to figure out what I am going to do with the green shelf. These pots are a little heavy to move, but we will get them moved. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. It's time to load up the yellow shelf. All right, we are almost finished. So here's the completed look on the blue shelf. I think it turned out pretty good. However, I would like a few less pots on that shelf, but we'll have to leave it for now. The same thing goes with the yellow shelf. I would like a few less pots on the bottom. I prefer 3 on top, 3 on bottom, but it still is an improvement with the way I place the shelves. Now my aeonium lily pads I put underneath the bench. It'll get a lot more shade here, plus they shouldn't be bothered when someone is sitting on the bench. They're far enough back. And then now on this green shelf, I did hang the yellow lantern up above that shelf. You'll see that in a second. And then I have the yellow flowers there, and then the yellow flowers hanging in a pot up above. Now for this corner, I shoved the Norfolk pine a little bit behind there. You can hardly see it, but it still makes enough room for people to get by to walk into the area. But I think this area looks a lot nicer than what it did, and my plants get some relief from the sun. Okay, so that is it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Check back with me next time to see what I'm up to. Bye.